This podcast is not intended for anybody.
Electronic synthesizer was not used to create any vocals on We 3 Trolls.
This episode of We 3 Trolls is brought to you by Rape Kit. Everyone knows what happens after a rape, but how do you prepare for it? Buy a rape kit. Why spend hundreds of dollars on individual rolls of duct tape, zip ties, and quaaludes? Rape Kit comes with everything you need for a proper sexual attack at a fraction of the cost. Our fine products are guaranteed to cover every circumstance for your meat and potatoes rapist. Sure, we may not have the exact type of nylon rope you fell in love with way back when, but how often do you forget condoms when you're ready to do the deed? We got your back. Rape Kit. It's the kit you want, and you want us to give it to you.
Are we rolling or what?
We're trolling.
Trolling.
We're on a troll.
Oh shit, I gotta get a picture of something in here.
If you want a picture of my penis, I'll just text you one word. You don't need to do that while we're doing this. I know that I like to do the podcast in the nude. And it's probably very tempting to take a picture of my penis because I have an erection the entire time we do this podcast.
Yeah.
That's why I make you sit across the room.
And yet, still, my penis extends into your jurisdiction. No garments to hamper its progress. We 3 Trolls is shot live on location in the Brat Cave, A.K.A. the basement of the world-famous Comedy Store in West Hollywood, California. I'm Wolfman Joseph. Aroo, baby. I howl at the moon and fuck all the poon, especially the loons. Who are you guys?
Oh, I'm Wub Savell.
I'm Lleshi.
Well, I have to tell you guys, I'm not at tip-top shape as I usually am. You know, usually I like to take a good five-mile run, you know, sweat out the toxins, replenish myself with electrolytes, whatnot.
I know, I'm looking at an athlete.
Yeah, I get jacked up for the podcast, but I'm feeling a little groggy today because me and Wub went to a birthday party last night. And I should say that before we went to the birthday party, I started drinking tequila about 6:30 in the evening.
You've crossed over to tequila, I see.
It's a cleaner drug for me.
Converted from wine to tequila.
Yeah.
I become a man. Or like I gave back the vagina and got my penis back or something.
You're a house mom before.
But anyway, so me and Wub were at this party, and then the birthday boy gave me a tab of LSD. So,
Good Lord.
Let me tell you about my style of flirtation. What I did, because I was high as fuck and just ranting incoherently for hours, I found the 2 hottest girls at the party, the least fattest, I mean. It was a very uncool party. I found the 2 least fattest women, and then I just berated them until both of them left. One of them left alone, and one left with someone else.
Yeah, I believe the
Mission accomplished?
The official term for that is cock blocking.
Cock blocking whom? The other guys that weren't trying to fuck her? Dude,
Me, fucktard. I'm
did
standing
you
right
wanna
next to you.
fuck? One of those women looked like a meth head. That's why I was not. But she wasn't fat. But you gotta find a different way to lose weight than meth.
That was
She's cocaine.
They met that requirement of not being fat.
Well, I don't know. One of them was dressed in a very
She was
manner.
probably chubby.
Mm-hmm.
It was showing through.
She was the one that went home alone. That's not a surprise. But yeah, no, it was bothering everyone else at the party because some dude came up to me afterwards very passive aggressively and said, you know, you monopolized that woman for 15 minutes and then she went home alone.
That part about it was funny.
This is why she
But
wants
only
to be
because
single.
they couldn't manage to just like be like, all right, I'm done talking to you or something. They just like
Dude,
sat
they
there
had their
and take
chances
your.
because I started talking to you after a certain point, and I saw other guys go over there and talk to her. They didn't seal the deal. Fuck them.
Yeah.
I laid down the groundwork for them.
You know how like when you neg, you're supposed to like hide the insult in the compliment. There were no compliments coming from Joseph.
Well, what should I compliment them for?
What do you mean negging?
Negging. That's game talk.
Like game vernacular. When you talk to a woman and you kind of like give them a little backhanded compliment.
Oh,
in
yeah.
order to get them to be interested in you.
You guys are such assholes.
I didn't give her no compliments.
It does
At least
work,
I was
though.
nice.
It
yeah.
does
I
work,
was
yeah.
kind of weird way nicer than the other guys.
I fought with a stranger for a whole hour last night online.
Yeah.
This trolling shit's getting out of
Yeah.
control. Now we take it
know.
into our real
This
lives.
is a truce troll.
Yeah.
And then I reported him.
Don't
like
ever
every
do that.
single comment.
You can't do that.
And I also said that he was a fat fuck that was forever on the B team.
That's also
Which is true.
Yep,
And then
saw
I
a
just
picture
kept
of him.
reposting pictures of him in this in a sweater.
That
And the
is funny.
zipper was clearly like, stretching out. I'm like, wow.
Every time I have a problem with someone online,
Not really proud of it.
I
but
always go look at their profile and they are always fat. Always. I'm so like
fat, miserable.
these fat fucks are they're spreading their misery. They're like a smallpox blanket of sadness, and they want to wrap us all up in their sickness. And I say, fuck them. It's your fault you're fat. Go for a fucking hike. Put down
What
the fucking
happened to
video
all these
game
fat people with
controllers.
great personalities?
Yes.
Like, what the fuck happened to that? Like, now we're not allowed to shame you because you're fat. Okay, I wouldn't feel so bad if at least if you had a good personality, you're funny, you had something to offer.
jolly.
Yeah, be jolly, man.
My theory is that they all died of heart attacks. That's the nice ones.
They've all gone. This new generation, these new millennial
Haven't been
fat fucks are
replenished.
really, really disrespectful.
They're disrespectful to themselves, their bodies, and to me because I have to look at them. So fuck those fat fucks. My dick has a weight limit, ladies. All right? You need to be this thin to ride this ride. That's what I say.
You have like one of those baggage things at the airport for her to walk into before she goes into the room.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like she has to fit into.
Yeah, she has to fit in the overhead compartment or I won't fuck her. An image on social media of what appeared to be nooses in front of the Jefferson Madison Central Library in downtown Charlottesville triggered the response of police, public works officials, and community leaders Friday night. The ropes are part of the rigging mechanism for banners that are sometimes placed above East Market Street. People
Oh my God.
saw ropes for signs and flipped out thinking that this was a racial incident. People need to fucking relax.
Everybody's a racist now. Everybody. Including Donald Trump. Shitholes. Hey, guess
They are
what?
shitholes.
All those places are shitholes, guys. I came from a shithole. That's why I'm here.
Did you notice no one ever immigrates to Haiti? They immigrate from Haiti to here because it's a shithole.
Dude, what are we going to do, though, when Haiti withdraws all its funding to the U.S.?
We're fucked. What are we going to do when we have one of our hurricanes here? First of all,
God.
Haiti should want us to get away from them since we destroyed their infrastructure and then didn't do shit. We stole
We
certainly
put a
Clinton
soccer-
stole a bunch of their
Yeah.
fucking money that they were supposed to fix the place up with.
Put a fucking stadium in there. They don't even have clean water. I'm like, and their own people steal their own money from them, like all their politicians and shit. Nobody gives a fuck. It's crazy. All of a sudden now everybody cares.
They pretend to care, but it's beautiful because they can't defend this shit. It's like, no, Haiti is a shithole. You've seen pictures of it, right? I didn't even want to talk about this stuff because I knew it would get my dander up, okay? But listen, these idiots that are coming around saying, no, the U.S. is the real shithole. Fuck
You. Fuck you, man.
And this is not a shithole here. Have you ever been outside of the fucking U.S. anywhere? Even in Vancouver, Canada, there were fucking drug addicts on the street bleeding from the face, walking around. That's Canada. That's the second nicest country in the world. Okay, people? Fuck you and your fucking lies.
Yeah.
Chicago's not... Trust me, Chicago's nowhere near as bad as the nicest part of Haiti, okay? Get a grip on reality.
Yeah.
Fuckers.
They get triggered. They get crazy.
America's
Everybody
America's
gets
so
offended.
terrible. You won't leave it?
Yeah. No.
Go somewhere else.
Coming from a family of immigrants, I mean, we came here like on a fucking shipping crate and shit, throwing my ass across. I'm basically a Mexican. I'm an Albanian wetback is what I am. That's what I am.
Yep, that's what you are.
I am. It's true. It's the truth.
He suffered a horrific head injury and spent months in the hospital. Then his former girlfriend whisked him off in secret and married him, giving her legal rights to his wealth. Not so fast, judge rules. That judge
Whisked him
does
off.
rule.
That's a good
Whisked
judge.
him off in his wheelchair or in his hospital bed. Like, where did she take him? Go to
Dude, I totally
Did they go to
imagine her
Vegas?
just like pushing the like a gurney down the fucking street, or like the fucking the IV waving in the wind. Like,
Where you eloping, baby?
the guy was in a serious accident, and he was not capable of consent or anything like that because he was in a coma and all this. So this woman wanted to get his shit, so she did what anyone who was raised by their mother well.
Mm-hmm.
She stole him away and married him illegally.
Mm-hmm.
And the
That's
kids
love, baby.
had to rescue their father, their infirm father. When are we going to have a hashtag he too?
Yeah, right.
Because
too.
what happened to you, Joseph, or your
Oh,
father?
nothing happened to me.
This-
I take
this
care of my
sparked-
business with women.
This sparked a story, though, right?
Yeah. Oh, hell
From
yeah.
your own life.
Yeah, something
That
similar happened to my old man. Get a load of this shit. this is a real humdinger. So while my dad is dying, he's on his deathbed. His girlfriend tries to get him to sign paperwork to get married.
What's he done of?
Brain cancer. He's definitely not in the position
That's bad.
to consent
That's
to
bad.
anything.
Oh my God.
I don't want that part getting cancer.
No,
That's for
that's
damn
the worst
sure.
part. That's the worst part to get the cancer in, I think. But anyway, so she tried to. I wish that she had been successful, so she could have inherited all of his debt instead of his children inheriting it. That part kind of sucked. But anyway, when she was unsuccessful, she went downstairs to the cafeteria, found a dude in the cafeteria, and fucked him in the hospital while my dad was dying.
Wow.
How did you know? What
Oh,
happened?
my sister saw this, and
Oh.
and God bless my sisters. There is good women and bad women, because my sisters at least kept this under their hats until after my dad died, then threw a fucking stink. I can't even imagine being ushered into oblivion by some coos doing this to me. Like,
Oh my God.
adding insult to literal injury. I'm dying, and you tried to fuck me over, and you did. You were unfaithful to me at the only time that you should have been faithful to me.
Yeah.
What fucking kind of person is this?
Who raised you?
Yep. Who raised this bitch? But anyway, so I've been dating her for about 3 years now. And it's pretty weird. I call her mommy. I think the catchphrase of the day is who raised you, because it's the ultimate argument settler. If someone says something that you don't like and you respond, who raised you? They immediately go on the defensive. I get people to unfriend me on Facebook this way. They never talk to me again after I say it.
I usually just ask where do you live, and then they get creeped out because I'm like, oh no, I will come kill you.
I've done that
Just
kind of
kidding.
stuff before. It doesn't turn out the
Where
way
do you
want it
live?
to.
You're like, oh, North
JK.
Carolina. Well, that makes sense. Okay.
They definitely don't live at the gym. I'll tell you that. Okay, I wanted to bring you all's attention to 2 screen caps I found, or not screen caps, but photographs of letters I found online. These letters were written by a woman for her boyfriend. I'm just gonna read them to you. They're not that
Okay.
long.
Okay.
Rules for your new gift. The new gift is a copy of Call of Duty World War II. It's a video game, I guess. Number 1, if I call, you must pause game and talk to me with full attention. Number 2,
I already would have lost.
yeah.
I wouldn't have even picked up. Sorry.
Well, yeah, I'm busy. I'm playing fucking Call of Duty World War II, trying to save the fucking world from Nazis. I don't need your fucking hassles, lady. Number 2, no starting another match if we are planning to hang out, or I asked to hang out. A match. Could this girl be any less fucking cool? No one plays a match of fucking video games.
they probably do. They probably have like teams and shit.
Is this girl also a video gamer?
No, clearly not. She's a
Okay.
normie.
Then why is
Total-
she dating a guy that plays these
He
games?
probably
'Cause
makes a
every
bunch
guy
of
does.
money.
All dudes do.
Like,
Number 3, you must ask if it is okay for you to play while I'm over at your house with you. Make sure I have something to do while you're in battle.
Something to do. I like it. She doesn't even know what to do with herself. With like her boyfriend is occupied, she's just like, paralyzed.
She should be happy. She has more time to do whatever she wants to do.
Dude, this girl's got it all wrong, right?
Yeah,
you found a
totally.
nice thing to make your boyfriend do instead of bothering you.
And instead of being out like, banging bitches, he's at home just playing video games. At least you don't have to worry about that.
True.
He's not fucking anybody,
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Dude, he's definitely not fucking this chick.
There's no cheating going on.
No, at all. Just let him be.
Have you ever experienced this? Well, maybe you as a Rose, but sometimes a woman will give you a gift. It is a total manipulation. Like one time, this chick sent me LSD on Valentine's Day, and of course I took it and got so fucked up I couldn't leave the house to go fuck the girl I wanted to fuck, who wasn't the girl who gave me the LSD. Dude, I was like in the middle,
nuts.
In the middle of this high, I threw my cell phone out a fucking window. Okay, she totally won this battle, dude. I was so fucked up I couldn't even jerk off alone. I was like, hey, where's my phone? I don't know what to do. I can't call anyone or leave the house.
That's hilarious.
All she had to do is get me a copy of Frogger.
I don't think she planned on that. I think she probably wanted you to wait
a lucky break.
to take the LSD with her, you jerk. You took it without her.
Oh. Yeah,
with
maybe.
or without you,
Yeah.
I will get high.
And she mailed it to you.
Mm-hmm.
Psycho.
She broke the fucking law to get this motherfucker high. Thank you. Number 4, you must reply to a text message no longer than 11 minutes. How the fuck can you play a video game for 11 minutes and take a break? What? You can't just be texting this motherfucker all day while he's trying to play the game.
Do you really think that somebody could possibly just not be at their phone for 11 minutes? Like, that's the max time they just couldn't be at their phone?
Mm-hmm. It's a very specific number.
I mean, you might accidentally leave your phone and go take a shit, and that could take 11 minutes, especially if you have got a book in there.
I always take my phone in when I take a shit.
Yeah,
though.
but what if
That's true, but what if you just didn't? It was an
That's
emergency
usually when I'm
shit.
texting you guys.
And it was like...
Oh, man.
That's where I do all my great work.
Yeah, I do take all my... That's a great move. Take all your business calls on the toilet. Total power move.
Yeah.
That's what Lyndon Johnson did.
Number 5, do not forget to give me just as much attention. Now, I forgot to mention this. She typed this out. It was like a legal document. What does the rest of that thing say?
Okay, at the end of this list, rules for your new gift. It says, I, Blake Perry...
The perfect name. It's exactly who would fall for this crap.
will follow these rules, and in return, I will be enjoying my new game and loving my girlfriend at the same time. Every man's fantasy. Yeah. But if I do not follow these rules, my girlfriend, Ashley Davison...
Of course his name is
Ashley. Jesus. Can take this game away from me at any time for the rest of my life.
Dude, this game is probably $30 new. He should just have bought it himself.
It's probably like 50. So I will follow these rules and not forget about my girlfriend. Signed, Blake Perry.
He signed it?
Yeah.
Fuck this guy.
But you actually just made a good point. This is all basically saying that if you don't follow these rules, you don't get this new game. And he could just go get a new game and go, fuck you, bitch.
Why doesn't he? That's having self-respect.
Totally.
That's why I don't care for this gentleman. Now, however, they did include a picture with it where she's proudly putting her pussy into the fucking frame. It's like, just as a reminder that this is what you're playing for, my friend.
That chick's...
She's cute.
She's just young.
If you have to make those rules up, he clearly has a problem playing video games.
He's also probably cheated on her.
Yeah, right.
Okay, this is the one No.
But he would. It's just that he's never going to get the opportunity because no one's going to fuck him.
She's a genius.
Well, definitely not now. This made the rounds.
And controls how much he plays. Genius.
Okay.
Good job.
Okay, let's play a little game with this next one. This next one is on a piece of notebook paper, not as professional or like official as the last one. It's called Sexual Rewards. I will tell you what the chore is, and you can guess which sexual reward is given if you complete these tasks. Wash dishes and put away.
Hand job. Wait.
Hand job. You got it.
Yeah,
Who's
I
this
was gonna go
for?
with
This
hand
is
job.
Just some
for
random
men?
Yahoo. Yeah, some
Okay.
guy.
Oh,
Just
so
some girl wrote
It's
this.
another letter, basically,
Oh, okay.
to a dude that his girlfriend constructed that has all these equations.
But
all
see,
these, it's a list.
Yeah,
of
but
how you get this type of sex.
her logic doesn't make sense. I
know.
want to read the rest of these to you because it's insane. Next one is look after kids for a whole day. That includes feeding, doing nappies, and putting to bed. What do you get for that?
Sex.
No.
A blowjob.
That's it? That's a lot of work taking care of a fucking kid. That's why we have women around in the first place. It's the hardest job in the goddamn universe.
Blowjobs are hard too, man.
Nah.
I'd rather watch kids all day than give a blowjob.
I guarantee most
I'm like,
dudes
so
come in
much
like,
work.
I bet most dudes come in like 2
I'm
fucking
like,
minutes.
don't people just have sex anymore? It's so much easier just to fuck. Like,
That's
what are
gay
you
as
guys
fuck. What you
That's
just said
true.
is gay.
sitting here
That's
like?
true.
Anyway,
Hoover house. I assume that means vacuum. What do you get for that?
anal.
No.
I don't know. This lady's weird.
Sex,
I don't.
regular sex.
I don't know how she equates any of this stuff.
She says that you can touch her fanny.
I
That
like
she's British.
probably, yeah.
She
But
means the pussy.
I thought ass.
Fanny means pussy
In
in Britain.
America, it means ass, right?
I know, but it's not the same there.
Oh, that's why my friend always get upset.
No.
I'm like, look at her fanny. She's like, stop.
How are you looking at her pussy?
Yeah, she's
you
like,
got
what?
it.
I'm like, she had a nice fanny. She's like,
Her
don't say
pussy
that.
was excellent.
Yeah.
It looked really nice.
You got to know these things.
Well, I'll tell you this. I would never vacuum. I don't give a fuck
Like there
about
is
touching
no
your ass or
fanny
pussy.
on a fag, you know. All right.
What
Anyway.
they call those cigarettes there, dude.
I
know, that's
So
what
you
I'm
can't
saying.
put a fag
That's
in a
why I
fanny.
brought it up. Jesus. We're going to all explain jokes
we
now.
got the joke.
All right. This one makes me mad, straight up mad. Fold and put away washing. I think that's a very large task, right?
It sucks.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
No?
Dude.
What
it's
would you-
so
what would you
easy
ask
to do.
for that?
It's so easy to wash your clothes, dude. If you got it's just putting them in the washer and then folding them.
I've literally never folded any of my clothes. I don't own an iron. I need
Well, she
this.
didn't say iron.
I hate folding the clothes. Washing them is not a big deal. Folding and putting away is so annoying.
Washing them is a big deal. You gotta get all that blood out. There's jizz all over my clothing. I don't know how it gets everywhere like that.
I don't know.
And I
man.
ate all my Tide Pods. If you fold and put away the washing, you get kisses. Get the fuck out of here. I will never fold and put away the
Kisses.
washing.
That's like a punishment.
Yeah, I have to touch your disgusting, dirty mouth full of
The one you're
fags.
using to suck my dick with?
I did just look at the kids for an hour. 2 more. Cook dinner and clean kitchen. This one's absurd. Clean kitchen and cook dinner. What do you get?
Anal.
Yes, anything, which is anal. We all know
Right.
anything equals anal.
And yeah.
This little note reminded me of ways chicks try to trick you into being their boyfriend. Like one time I was I guess I was about to fuck a girl doggy style and it was dark or whatever. And you just miss, the target sometimes. And I almost put it into her asshole. She turns around and she goes, anal is just for my boyfriend. I said, that's
my
okay. I don't
God.
want anal anyway. It was just a mistake.
That's hilarious.
That's a woman for you.
Well, the last one is 2 or more jobs in one day equals sex.
Sucks.
I feel like this list is fine, but he should be giving it to her. In that, if she washes the dishes and puts them away, she's allowed to give him a hand job.
Oh my
I
god.
thought you meant he'd give him a kiss.
You know?
She's just giving
If she
herself
does-
more work. Like, you know,
100 years ago, this would be mandatory for her to be doing.
I would argue that a
I
blowjob
also
is
would like
harder
to
work.
know, like, is this man working all day and she's at home with the kids?
Exactly.
Like,
How do
that's
you
your
know?
job. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay. I have one more screen cap. I'm just really fascinated by women, all right? I have to read this one to you, and I'm going to read it.
In this voice. All right, it's all capital letters, right? I'm married to a wonderful man. We have been together 5 years, married too. My husband wants kids and have been trying to get me pregnant as of lately. And he has even started working on a kid's room. Get ready to have your fucking heart broken, people. He has all these thoughts of him being a loving daddy. So lately, he's been making appointments to see a fertility specialist, plural. But I've been canceling the appointments, and he's been getting very upset about it. The problem isn't that I'm sterile and can't have kids. The problem is I'm a transsexual,
Oh, what?
and I never told him.
What?
I love him so much, and I know he loves me, T.O. This makes me nervous and my heart aches. We are so happy together. What should I do? Do I tell him the truth, or do I quietly exit out of the marriage?
Oh my God. What a dick move
I have a
without a dick. So hold on. I'm very confused now. So how does he not know that she's a transsexual even after the surgery?
I know why. He thought he was fucking her doggy style.
Right.
And he was butt fucking her the whole time. That's how she tricked him into being the boyfriend, then a husband.
Sometimes when you have sex with a chick, or anyone, guy too, I'm assuming, they'll have like some weird quirks, right? Like some chick, maybe she's like self-conscious about some part of her body, so maybe she won't take off her whatever. You know what I mean?
She won't take off her bra. She thinks her boobs are droopy.
Yeah, or whatever it is.
What kind of pigs are you guys having sex with?
You don't even want to know.
I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Let's just
nice
say
of
they
you.
look like Bernie
Award-winning,
Sanders' wife.
prize-winning pigs
Fucking
from the
dogs.
fair.
A bunch of dogs.
I'm just saying, people sometimes are weird like that.
Yeah.
You know, maybe they don't take off their fucking socks or whatever.
Pittsburgh
you know?
Nelly.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, okay, I'm only speaking about black guys who don't take off their socks, but
Oh, God.
but
Why don't they take their socks off?
I don't know.
In case they have
I
to
don't
run
know.
away in a hurry. Oh, shit.
Husband's home.
Yep. I thought the video gaming convention was 2 weeks, not 1 week. Fuck.
Right. So I'm just saying, in this instance, this guy, maybe he's fucking this transsexual. Or whatever they're
So
called.
I'm fucking this transsexual.
And she
And
only
then-
wants it up the butt.
And yeah, or she just like she always like maybe she always has sex with the lights off
Only
and
sucks dick.
only in this position or something, so she's kind of like hiding whatever she's got down there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I feel like some guys, when that happens,
Yeah.
you're so desperate, they don't care about the weird quirk. They're just gonna fuck them anyways.
Yeah.
So if this guy, I'm guessing he's not
Trying
a
very
10.
hard to get her pregnant, though. So he's definitely hitting that fake vagina.
Oh, that's true.
Absolutely. It's like trying to knock up
Where
a
did you
fleshlight.
find this letter?
My ex-wife left it for me.
Maybe.
She did not go out quietly, by the way.
But yeah, I
Oh
like
my
that. As though you can just exit a marriage quietly. Like that's something you can do.
Slip out
You're
the
just
back
gonna do
door.
an Irish goodbye on the marriage.
Oh my god.
Oh, hey, honey, I'm going to get cigarettes. You know, the kind that girls smoke. Lady cigarettes.
Caprice.
Some what are they called?
Virginia
Slims?
Slims.
Virginia
Capri-
Slims,
The
dude.
Capris are the ones that are really skinny. Those are the ones that I started with. I'm like, yeah, these are cool.
Yeah, you got an oral fixation, but you don't want too much in there.
Yeah.
You know
They
what?
just look classier. more
I mean, normally I don't try to tie this thing in here together, but that does actually address one of the stories that you sent me about the guy, the husband,
Yeah.
who stabbed and murdered his trans wife.
This is exactly what this bitch is worried about, too.
Like, maybe that went up, you know, that screenshot that's like from 2 months ago, and this is like from last week. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So maybe they let the cat out of the bag.
He left the
Yeah.
marriage in a not very quiet
Possibly.
way.
That's crazy.
I don't know.
That's some fucked up shit. See, I see this stuff on Tinder where these fucking guys will be dressed as a girl, and I see them. I immediately report them, and when it says, "Why are you reporting this?" I write in all capital letters.
Not a fucking woman. It's not a fucking woman.
Man, they could go be on the gay thing all fucking day. Why do I have to look at this goddamn shit? They're lying. You think the day's gonna go well if I show up and you happen to have a fucking dick? I'm gonna be a little peeved. That's kind of a big lie.
Unless that's your thing, you know, go
Yeah.
down
if
D
it's
Street.
not my
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
Tell me
yeah.
about D Street in Thailand.
Well, I'll tell you, man. On Soul Swipe, there are some down low brothers on there. I see
Oh
them.
yeah, I knew there would be.
Oh,
I catch 'em.
yeah. I'm on the
like,
DL.
hey, what's going down here?
Wait a second, you have a gigantic schlong. Oh, I have been deceived. Kill them all and let God sort them out. That's what I say.
You're such an idiot.
You're right. There is no God to do any sorting.
He already did the sorting.
Well, can I do some blind items and reveals? I like that little fake game we just played earlier.
Sure.
I got some better ones this time.
Okay.
All right, here's my first blind item. This former boy bander from back in the day was a solo artist for a brief period. All right, I'll give you a little hint. He sang the theme song for Ghostbusters 2. Pretty cool, right?
I know who it is.
I know, I gave that one away. Since then, he has kept
Should have
A-list.
gave a different hint, but anyway, sorry.
I still don't know who it is.
Right. Anyway, since then, his talent has succumbed to the years of drugs and nonstop eating. He is married, but prefers finding young teens to, quote, mentor, unquote. Hopefully, he is not sharing his crack pipe with them, too. And yeah, since I made it kind of obvious.
His former wife did succumb to the crack pipe that he shared with her.
Yeah, she
Who
did.
is this boy bander?
I'm just gonna pick some random names. Nick, AJ.
No, I hope not.
What's?
I hope.
Bobby Brown.
Oh, yeah.
motherfuckers.
Oh, Bobby Brown.
Bobby
Okay.
Brown.
Got to take control. Gotta take control. Gotta take control.
I love it.
That
like,
song wasn't bad.
It's a great song, and it actually references the Ghostbusters in it.
Oh, yeah.
I love how they just used to shoehorn the name of the movie into just random pop songs so it could cross-pollinate for
Yeah.
promotion.
They did it with Vanilla Ice and the Ninja Turtles.
Fuck yeah, Ninja Rap, dude. Go Ninja, go Ninja. It was the same fucking song as Ice Ice Baby, but guess what? Now there's Ninja Turtles in it,
Yeah.
so it's even better.
Now it's even more meaningful.
Oh, yeah. Oh, this is a good one. Oh, this is a good one.
This is a real good one. There are several people who witnessed this disgraced A-list producer making out and groping an actress at a party. I think we all could kind of guess that part. The actress was in a state of undress. The producer was married and his wife was preggers. The host of this particular party was this permanent A++++ lister who everyone knows in every corner of the world. Despite witnessing what was happening and calling out the producer, the A++++ lister invited the producer to a party the next month where he basically did the same thing again with an entirely different actress.
Okay, we know Harvey Weinstein's the guy that was making
Right.
out
So you're
with
talking about the AAA list person?
A list person.
Meryl
Okay,
Streep.
That's what I was gonna say.
I'm talking, fuck Meryl Streep. She ain't shit compared to this woman. I'm talking future presidential candidate.
Oprah.
Duh.
Oprah.
Sleazy fucking bitch. I don't want you to be the president. You encourage Harvey Weinstein
no.
to fuck teenage girls at your parties? Fuck you.
Fuck Oprah.
I'm sorry.
Nobody.
I'm sick of her.
Harvey Weinstein wasn't fucking her.
No, of course not.
No,
She doesn't
no.
know what being sexually harassed is.
No.
No one's trying to fuck Oprah.
No.
Not even Stedman.
She's a boss.
She fucks you, is what you're saying.
No, I think she's a good woman. I don't agree with everything she does, but yeah.
I hate her.
Well, you
fucking
know
book
what,
club.
Oprah? From me to you, I didn't even cry in The Color Purple. So take that.
I laughed. I laughed my ass off at The Color Purple.
My ex did kind of get mad at me for not crying at The Color Purple, by the way.
That's because she's black, dude. That's
Yeah, I
like
know.
that's like you showing her Schindler's List, and she's like, "Oh, I need to file my nails." So that she's like looking at her phone.
That is kind of true, though.
No,
Totally.
it's just I wouldn't ask her to cry. That's all.
That would be like if I showed you the Blues Brothers or some white ass shit, and you were like, "I'm gonna look at Instagram for 10 minutes." I'd be like, "Get the fuck out of here, dude!"
Yeah.
I've done that shit. If I brought a girl over to watch a
That's
movie,
got music.
we will watch that fucking movie. You better believe we're watching that movie. We'll fuck after, but we're gonna watch this fucking Stanley Kubrick masterpiece. Damn it!
No, I'll
I
fuck in the
insist.
middle of a movie. You
Well,
won't do that?
It depends on what movie it is. What movie would you fuck to?
All of them.
Yeah, whatever.
All of them.
You don't
Yeah,
find it
whatever's on.
distracting? It's some people talking in the background about
No, I
non-fucking
mean,
stuff?
well, it could be, but most then I would just turn it off or something. I don't know. If sex broke out,
I
I'd
don't
just
think
turn
about
it
the
off.
movie unless it's like really funny. Then I'll start. Once you start giggling during sex, it's over.
Yeah, that's
That's
not
You get the
good.
true.
giggle
That's not
fest,
good.
Yeah.
It sucks. Yeah. you're like,
Humor
"Ah."
does not belong in sex.
No, whatever. If it's like a murder mystery, I'll fuck to that. I don't care. I'm like,
Fuck the
"Woo!"
48-hour murder mysteries.
Those are the best.
God damn, I'm
I
so
watched so
horny.
many of
Someone
them.
just fell off a boat in the middle of the ocean. Where did he go?
Makes me feel better about my life. I'm so safe.
I'll never fall off a boat. But I don't understand the appeal of a cruise. You want to sit in the middle of the ocean for fucking 2 weeks?
It's terrible. It's for fucking retarded people who don't want to get off the boat. They want to stay there, even if it lands. I had to work on a cruise for like a month, and it fucking sucked. I couldn't wait to get to land.
Yeah.
And it's all the same people on the boat that you see. It's so
Old fucks.
I'm like, oh my God. Like, it was just
What do you mean? Do you mean they
unbearably
go on multiple cruises kind of thing? You see
No,
them
constantly,
again?
Yeah.
constantly.
Oh, okay.
Like, sometimes it's cheaper for them to go on cruises than it is for them to like live anywhere. So a lot of these older people will just cruise around the world, and they don't even get off the boat. They're
right.
That
just
sounds
on
kind
there.
of fun, except for staying on the boat the whole time.
Yeah, it's the same people.
I want to go to Morocco and get raped and shit. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay on the boat and not get raped.
And you get the gross food. You wait in line for it. It's like, it's not like anything special.
You're like, I've never gotten diarrhea from this part of the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to double my chances of throwing up from all the wine I'm drinking because
Yeah.
I'm on a fucking boat rocking around.
God,
All right.
can you imagine that? You remember when that fucking cruise ship got stuck? And people were they were stuck on that for like days and weeks, and then the fucking all the like facilities like went down, so they couldn't
Oh,
even use, they were
man.
like shitting into pots and shit. Like, good
Gross.
lord.
I'm already doing that, and I'm not on a cruise.
And it's not like you're it's not like you're doing that just to get to America or anything.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
there's
No, you were
there's
supposed to be on
no-
vacation.
Yeah. There's
Oh
no
my
big
God.
like happy ending other than just getting back to go home. I don't know.
Terrible.
All right, let me give you guys one last blind item.
All right.
This is my favorite. I think you guys will love this one too.
Earlier this year, this one named permanent A-list icon publicly offered to house displaced people. She made a very big deal about it. Apparently, an organization got in touch with her people and said they had about a dozen families that could use help. The icon went radio silent on them and never helped anyone.
Wow.
Who
This is a
is
radio
this?
icon?
No, this is a one named in the top 5 divas of all time icon singer.
Barbara Streisand.
One word, one name.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, then Cher.
Cher. I can't believe no one got Cher immediately.
I thought Cher
remember reading
immediately,
her
but then when
tweets.
you said that other thing, I was thinking Barbara Streisand.
Here's the thing with
Barbara
celebrities.
Streisand doesn't even pretend to be nice and help anybody.
Right, that's the
what-
only
what-
thing I was like, that seems weird, but I don't know.
They love freaking doing these benefits. It's like, hey, you're the one who has millions of dollars.
Thank you.
Why are you inviting all these people? I mean, some of them rich, most of them poor. Like, come on, donate. I'm like, what am I donating? I can
Well,
barely pay my rent, bitch. You got millions of
Exactly.
dollars. You donate. How about you benefit them, okay?
Well, see, they don't actually
Yeah.
give those donations to the people that need them. They
No.
just funnel it like drug money and shit.
Yeah, it's a write-off.
It's a scam, dude.
Yeah.
They're
Have
all
you- have
scumfucks.
you
I mean, not
seen-
saying that's not good. It is good to give the money, but I just find it's funny when they're like, we're doing a fundraiser. I'm like, why do you need to do a fundraiser? You
Mm-hmm. Just give them
have
some
an
funds.
extra like 50 million to throw. Like, go ahead, throw it, give it to them. What are you gonna do? Take it with you? You have no like. What do you? How
They
much
wanna give it
cocaine
to
can you buy?
their illegitimate bastard
I
children.
guess, but yeah, I just love that. It's a great story.
Have you
It's a real good feel
noticed-
good story.
It made me feel good.
Have you noticed that trend though, where people are posting like
For their
donate
birthdays?
for my birthday? It's like, bitch,
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna give you shit on your birthday, and I'm giving these poor kids the same thing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Donate on my birthday
Go
so
fuck
I
yourself.
can be perceived online to be a good person. That's what pisses me the fuck off. You know?
I already have so
That's Cher.
much.
That's
But I
Cher.
already
She's
have
just-
so much. Please just give to somebody who needs
Yeah.
it.
I don't even want to hang out with you on your birthday. I hate celebrating birthdays.
Me too.
Let alone you're telling me now to donate to a for what? To
A
who?
cause I don't even believe in.
I
think
don't
that
care.
people should
Now
pay
I have
for
to
their
do
own
research
condoms,
on the fucking
Planned Parenthood.
cause. I have to do research on the cause? No, thank you.
I feel
only
like that
have
dude
7.
who signed that fucking letter is cuck of the week, though.
Hey, you still got the video game. You got a free video game out of it. When has
Dude,
a girl ever bought you anything
The
that's
minute,
$50?
but when you sign that letter, you're a cuck. I don't care. Like, you would take that?
He should
I
have
would've
just
dumped
broke
her.
up with her.
I
Yeah.
would've dumped
Right,
her.
I
I'd
would've
been
done
like, who the fuck do you think you
immediately.
are?
So what? Maybe he's happy, but he's a cuck. Yeah,
But
he's
he
a happy
signed
cuck.
it. Yeah.
I would sign it, take the free video
Oh.
game, and just get broken up with. I'd be like,
Yeah.
well, fuck it. I still got a video game out of this deal. I don't give a
Right.
fuck what you do. Break up with me.
So
And
who's
then-
troll of the week?
Then he would probably
Donald
get him.
Trump should be trolled.
No, he can't because he always is the fucking troll.
That's
dude.
troll.
I liked this one about whoever it was, some dude. who made a 46-minute cut of The Last Jedi that
hell
edited out all the women in the movie.
Oh my god,
I can't believe it. I'm actually gonna watch the new Star Wars movie. It turns out,
that's hilarious.
but only because it's.
I mean, that is a serious troll move
yeah,
to do that. Plus, that takes a lot of work.
the new movie he edited out. All the
Yeah,
women?
they took like a bootleg version of it.
No, and released it.
Yeah, we'll
That's
put it up
double
online.
troll.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's people
Yeah,
get pissed off about
they
that.
stole it both from the movie studio
Right.
and they cut all the women out. These
Yeah.
guys are troll of the fucking week for sure.
Hilarious.
They're men's rights activists.
I'm for that. I'm for doing that. Why not?
I want to get my hands on it and then cut the other 46 minutes. Maybe replace it with a good movie. You ever seen Twin Peaks Firewalk with Me?
Right.
Unforgiven. I'll be like, that's a perfect thing. I'd be like, hey everybody,
to watch this
come
movie.
come download this
Those are
this
obsessive.
excellent cut of Star Wars, and then they actually see a good movie, Unforgiven, and it teaches them how not to be a fucking faggot who fucking gives a shit about Ewoks. Ewoks. If you are into Star Wars, just turn this fucking podcast off. We're not for you. You have come to the wrong place, my friend. I fucking hate that shit. Even when I was a kid.
No, because the people who did this like Star Wars, and you got to give them credit.
yeah, they're
Whoever did this, they like it enough to want to change it.
you would have to cut all of it out because it's crap. That's the thing.
Well,
like, it's
yeah.
not just the women parts, but they're all like they turn Luke Skywalker into a big pussy who's like crying and
I
shit.
haven't seen any of the parts.
I haven't seen. I just read people bitching about it on the internet and
Yeah.
then laugh.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either.
Yeah.
I kind of want to see it just to know what people are talking about. Like, I'm not even that interested, but I just want to see why they have that opinion.
Yeah, it's
You know what I mean?
I tried to watch
Yeah.
the other one
get
that was
curious
released
like that.
recently on
Yeah.
cable TV. It's unfucking watchable.
I think that's the thing about it, though. I think that's why it's so popular. People talk about it, and it becomes this cult thing, and everybody's like, "Yeah, it's
Yeah.
great," even though it sucks. Like I've done
Just
that
like
before.
our
Like when I was
podcast.
younger, I was like, "Yeah, it's a great movie," and I'm like, "Oh my god, that movie's awesome."
Fight
No,
Club or
it's
something?
not. It's a terrible fucking movie.
Can you
asshole.
give us an example?
I'm just trying to think. I mean, even bands, for instance, Jerry Garcia, The Grateful Dead.
Dude,
Yeah, I don't like
I
the Dead.
totally understand. I
used
wanted to
be,
like them.
I wanted to
Nah.
like them so bad, and I used to listen to it, and I'm just like, I don't know why. And I used to date my boyfriend at the time in high school, huge fan, constantly listen to
Played
him.
hacky sack. I know this guy's number
Oh yeah,
already.
oh yeah. I think it's more like for immature
Obsessed.
minds or people that are just fucking losers that have nothing else to
They-
do.
yeah,
like,
they have too
the
much
people
free
that
time.
obsessed with that dumb
People that are
bullshit.
into collecting stuff just don't have a girl to spend money on. If you want to know the fucking truth,
Yeah, totally.
they don't have anything. And you're one of them, listener. I know you are. I got your fucking number, pal. I know exactly who you are. You lost your virginity at 22 or 23, the very end of college, and you were so desperate you finally fucked the female wrestler or bodybuilder or fat fuck that kept hounding you
No,
for the
a
previous
female
3 years.
wrestler would be fucking another woman.
That's true.
I don't know about that. When I was in college, this female bodybuilder, I'm talking, she's like 3 times the size of what I am now as an adult, totally wanted to fuck me. And of course, I was like, ew. But now, what a fucking great story that would have been if I'd lost my virginity to a woman who could pound the shit out of me. I think that would be fucking awesome. Dude, to dominate a woman that could beat you up, I would be fucking
You know
hot shit.
how fucked you would be though? I mean, not literally or whatever, but like
She might
you
try
would
to fuck
be
me.
your fetishes would instantly turn in that direction probably, and then for the rest of your life you'd be trying to fuck like female bodybuilders
That'd
who
be
have
weird.
no interest in
I'd
you.
be jerking off to
Like-
Popeye cartoons.
I mean,
Yeah.
there
Those
is
big
female
arms.
bodybuilders, and there is somebody fucking them because I get scared.
Oh,
that,
for
like,
sure.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, why do you need an 8-pack? You're a woman. Like, why do you need to work your shoulders like that? It's their thing.
I like
but-
fit women, but
Fit's
I
completely
like-
different
Yeah,
than
this is
like.
a-
they
over
need.
the-
I like a woman actually. I like some softness.
Yeah,
You know,
totally.
I wanna-
Like you're supposed to be a girl. You're not supposed to be completely cut up. You know,
Yeah.
that's weird.
All right, let's get out of here.
Yo, before we make like a tree and leave, I want to give a shout out to Yama, the Hindu god of death and lord of Naraka. See you real soon, my man.
When I was a youngin', I attended a Catholic grade school, which is probably why I'm so fucked up as an adult. One day during Mass, my teacher caught me joking around with a friend in lieu of somberly praying to a God that did not exist. I got reprimanded. My friend who was also talking did not. It was a Friday and I was instructed to copy 50 definitions out of the dictionary to turn into the teacher on Monday morning. Over the weekend, I wrote out the 50 shortest definitions I could find. When I turned in the stack of definitions on Monday morning, my teacher didn't even look at them. She just tore them up in front of me. I'm not sure what lesson I was supposed to learn from this incident, but I learned a more valuable lesson instead. Never trust any authority figure.
And now for another chilling edition of
When I was in high school, I was infatuated with a girl who wore black and white striped knee-high stockings every day. She was walking sex to me. Though we didn't speak a single time in high school, we became close friends after college. By then, she'd had a kid out of wedlock. Our relationship would always alternate between flirty and platonic, because I had no interest in raising another man's child, and, let's face it, she was no longer the girl I desired in high school. She was 50 miles of bad road, used up by countless men who also didn't want to raise her kid for her. Thanks, feminism! We made plans to hang out on New Year's Eve one bitterly cold winter. An hour before I was supposed to pick her up, she called to inform me she would be staying in to watch Legally Blonde with her grandmother. A likely story. In reality, she had probably just made plans with some other shithead who would never ever help her raise her bastard child. Thanks again, feminism. I slept through the new year. Fast forward a couple years. I have moved to Los Angeles, and I am at home visiting my family for the holidays. My high school crush is also in town, and she asks me to spend New Year's Eve with her. Won't get fooled again, .mp3. I have nothing better to do, so I accept her invite. I pick her up at her mother's in New Orleans and we go bar hopping. It was actually really nice. I took her to a couple cool spots. Only downside was my credit card happened to get pinched earlier in the day, something I hadn't noticed until we got to the first bar, so my bank shut it down, and thus I had no money to buy us drinks. Hell, I had no money to fill up my tank and drive back home. To her credit, she paid for our drinks, and we ended up in the bar at the Roosevelt round midnight. We were sitting across from each other when the clock struck 12. I looked her right in the eyes and smirked. Everyone around us was embracing and kissing, but I sat limp and continued to stare her down, the smirk never leaving my face. She got no kiss to ring in that new year, much like how I had gone kissless the year she blew me off at the last minute. Later, I dropped her off at her mother's. She pretended to be concerned I would run out of gas on the freeway, and she implored me to sleep on her mother's couch. For those of you who are into Star Wars, that's girl talk for come inside and fuck me senseless. I told her I'd rather risk it and bolted.
When I was a youngin', I eschewed the more traditional Boy Scouts of America route and instead joined a group called the Indian Guides. Lol. Even in childhood, I was based. Appropriately, all the fathers in Indian Guides were drunks, just like their namesake. These poor examples of manhood used camping as an excuse to go get blotto in the woods, far away from their wives, their sons mere pawns in a woefully pathetic chess game played by retards. My father never once put up a tent, nor did he ever take me fishing or hiking during these excursions. He just drank and drank around the campfire with the rest of life's losers. Through a series of Machiavellian moves, my father rose to the rank of Big Chief of the Louisiana chapter of the Indian Guides. No, I am not kidding. To commemorate this auspicious occasion, a writer and a photographer from the local newspaper came to our house to interview my father for a fluff piece. I remember being very bored and feeling very sorry for my old man, who was genuinely honored to be profiled in the local rag. He donned the ceremonial headdress and smiled proudly for the camera. The writer only acknowledged me once to ask if my father's cooking around the campfire was satisfactory. "It's fine," I shrugged. When the article was printed, I was quoted saying the following: "My dad's cooking is pretty good, but it's nowhere as yummy as my mom's." On the rare occasion my mother cooked, it was usually shake and bake. So there's two lies for the price of one. The writer had completely fabricated my quote and made me look like a simpering fucking toad in the local newspaper. I was humiliated. When I got on the school bus that morning, the mongoloid wrangler who sat with the mentally challenged high schooler who inexplicably rode our bus with us told me she'd read the article and that my quote had been, quote, cute, unquote. It was at that tender age that I learned a very valuable lesson. Never ever believe anything the media tells you. When you're young, if you're lucky, you have parents, grandparents, or other relatives who underwrite your entire existence. They put clothes on your back, food in your belly, and a roof over your head. Life is good. Your only valuable belongings at this point are your car and your computer, both of which you assured your parents you needed for your education. If you're really, really lucky, you graduate high school and go to college. And if you're really, really, really lucky, one of the aforementioned relatives will foot the bill. If not, you have your first major debt laid upon you. It's easy to be a liberal at this point in your life because everything up until then has been handed to you, so that's what you're accustomed to. It's easy to support politicians who promise to continue paying for your shit, a la your family. Bernie says he will pay for my college. Fuck yeah. As you get older, the debts start piling up and your family inches further away as they have their own debts to contend with. Now you're paying all your bills all by yourself. You're starting to learn the true value of money. You're learning how hard you must work to pay for shit you don't even want, like car insurance. If you're really fucking lucky, you might make enough money to purchase a house, a nice little place to raise a family of your own. But now the real debt starts piling up. Now you're not just spending money on shit you don't even want like insurance, but you're also paying thousands of dollars in property taxes each year. You start to resent the degenerates who get drunk in an RV across from the house you just purchased. You resent them for living so close to you without having to pay those thousands of dollars a year in property taxes, and you resent that your property taxes are paying for their welfare, which they spend on booze and other dumb shit that, honestly, you would love to be spending your hard-won cash on instead of property taxes. You resent funding their degeneracy, and you lament the fact that you can't even raise a family in your new home because there are drug-addled dirtbags lurking about the neighborhood all fucking day, not working and destroying the property value of the house you worked so hard to buy. You become a Republican. It will happen to all of you. Every conservative was once a liberal, guaranteed.